Hey guys, assalamu alaikum. Today we're gonna discuss life history of Bertrand Russell. So let's get started. Bertrand Russell, famous as philosopher, nationality British, born on 18th of May 1872, famous 18th May birthdays, born in Treleach, Monmouthshire, UK, died on 2nd February 1970, place of death, Finray, Dudreath, Walls, UK. Father Viscount, mother Viscountess Amberley, siblings Frank, spouses Alice Pearsall Smith, Dora Winford Black, Patricia Helen Spence, Edith Finch. Children John Conrad Russell, 4th Earl Russell, Catherine Jane Russell, Conrad Sebastian, Robert Russell, 5th Earl Russell. Education Trinity College, Cambridge, 1890 to 1895. Discoveries, inventions, Russell's paradox, works and achievements. An essay on the foundations of geometry, the principle of mathematics, on denoting the problems of philosophy. The analysis of mind, political ideals, marriage and morals, and in praise of idleness. Award 1950 Nobel Prize in Literature, 1963 Jerusalem's Prize. Bertrand Arthur William Russell, 3rd Earl Russell, First is one of the finest names in the list of great philosophers, logician, mathematician, historian and social critic from Great Britain. He is also a proud receiver of the Nobel Prize in Literature in 1950 throughout his life. Russell shuffled himself as a liberal, a socialite, and a pacifist, but never agreed to adapt any of these intellectually. In 19th, Russell escorted the British revolt against idealism. Russell is also believed to be the founder of the analytic philosophy, accompanied by his ancestor Gottlob Frege and apprentice Ludwig Wittgenstein. Russell's famous philosophical essay on denoting has been acknowledged as a paradigm of philosophy. Russell was also a remarkable anti-war activist and also imprisoned for carrying a pacifist activism during World War I. Eventually, he also raised voice against Adolf Hitler and criticized Stalinist totalitarianism. He even campaigned against the involvement of United States in the Vietnam War. Russell also acted as a blunt supporter of nuclear disarmament. The works of Bertrand Russell had a noticeable impact on logic, mathematics, set theory, linguistics, and specifically on philosophy of language, epistemology, and metaphysics. Bertrand Russell, childhood and early life. Bertrand Russell was born on May 18, 1872 at Ravenscroft, Treleach, Monmouthshire, Walls, to Viscount Amberley and Catherine Lewis. He belonged to a liberal British aristocracy family. His family took part in each of the great political events, right from the dissolution of the monasteries in 1536 to 40 to the Glorious Revolution in 1688 to 89 to the Great Reform Act in 1832. He also had two older siblings, Frank and Rachel. In June 1874, Russell's mother passed away suffering from diphtheria, which was soon followed by the death of his sibling Rachel. 2 years later, in 1876, his father died of bronchitis. After early death of their parents, Frank and Bertrand grew up under the vigilance of Victorian grandparents who resided at Pembroke Lodge in Richmond Park. After the death of his grandfather, his grandmother became a dominating figure in his life. Therefore, she successfully petitioned a British court to keep aside Amberley Will's provision of raising children as agnostics. Russell's views on social justice and principles were highly influenced by her grandmother. Russell was often struck with pangs of loneliness and seclusion as a teenager, due to which he often planned to commit suicide. He received no formal education at school and studied at home only. By different tutors, later Frank acquainted him with the work of Russell, which actually brought a great turn in the life of Russell. During the developing and innovative days of his life, he also discovered Percy Bysshe Shelley's work. Russell also spent his teenage in denoting a deeper view on Christianity. Later, he got scholarship to read for the mathematical tripos at Trinity College, Cambridge. Russell started studying in the influenced by Alfred North Whitehead, who introduced him to the Cambridge apostles. In short period of time, Russell became a pro at mathematics and philosophy. He graduated as a high wrangler in 1893. In 1895, he became a fellow in philosophy.